Well, today's the day that we're actually going to take this Neo 2 and put it through its paces. We're going to hook it up to the DJI Remote Controller 3, Goggles 3, fly it in normal mode, sport mode, and even manual mode, and we'll see what this little craft has to offer. Well, we're all set up now. I've got my DJI Goggles 3 on, my Remote Controller 3 paired to the goggles, and everything's all paired up to the Neo 2. I'm not going to go into how to pair everything up. There's a lot of information out there about that, but if you are having problems and can't find the answer, leave me a comment and I'll get you going in the right direction. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to take off in normal mode and fly around. Then we're going to move the sport mode, and then we're going to move the manual mode, and let's actually see what this little guy has to go. So we're in normal mode here. We'll go ahead and we'll move the sticks down and out. The motors are starting. And we're up, and away. Now, just like the Avata 2, the Neo, when using the goggles, you can actually adjust the camera angle up, or you can adjust the camera angle down, and we'll just go ahead and we'll just leave this at 0 here, and we'll just go ahead and fly around a little bit here. One of the nice things that I like about a craft like this is you would never dream of going through woods like this with a conventional FPV drone, or even one of the other DJI products like the Mini 4 Pro. But with this, it's no problem at all. You've got obstacle avoidance, which is nice over the standard Neo, but you can actually just fly through the woods and pick your path here. And you see there's a stick there. We're not going to hit that. So that's one of the big pluses of this. And always remember, you've got your pause button here on your remote controller if you get into trouble. So as you see, it's really no great surprise flying this in normal mode. So let's go ahead and let's flip it to sport mode here. Let's see what type of speed we can get out of this here. And as you can see, we're moving forwards at about 20 miles an hour, 22 there, 23. Which isn't too bad for the size craft that it is. So 23 looks to be about it in sport mode itself. And obviously in sport mode, you don't have the obstacle avoidance. And as you can see, the transmission signal here is not really that good. I'm flying over some power wires here, which does make it a little bit more difficult as far as the reception is concerned. But it's a small aircraft. The signal's not going to be good as one of the larger aircrafts, and you can dive down through the trees here. So let's go ahead and let's just hit the pause button here. Now what I want to do is I want to go over the settings that I actually use in manual mode. So if we go down to controller here and remote controller, as you can see, the first thing that I do down here is you want to have the custom mode set to manual mode. And then I use the little button or the C2 switch on the side that when it's in the bottom position, it starts the motors and stops the motors at the middle and the top. That way you can land in manual mode and take off in manual mode. The next question is, what are my gains and expos? This is what I'm going to be flying the Neo 2 at today. I may mess with this max rate if it's not spinning fast enough, but I think that'll work because these are good rates to use for the Avata as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll back all the way out of here. Then what we want to do is we want to put the switch down into manual mode here. So it's all the way down the bottom. You notice the sticks lined up fairly rapidly, and it's a little bit shakier, and I really don't like this message here where it says manual mode, fly with caution. But as you see, it does fly in manual mode fairly well. So let's just go ahead and let's head down the road here a little bit. And it's not as smooth as other crafts, but overall, this Neo 2 is extremely impressive. You can fly FPV, you can do photography with it, you can do videography with it, as we are doing here now. And in the goggle view, it does look like it's fairly shaky. And as you can see, our signal here is not real good with the trees. And we're not that far away, as you see. We're only 600 feet away. So we'll gain some altitude here, and now we get our signal back. But overall, for what it is and what it costs, it's not bad. Now the question is can this actually do a flip? Let's try it. Throttle up, forward, and back around. So it actually will do a flip. Let's do a roll. And sure enough, it'll do a roll. And that was with the 600 rate. It dives down pretty good. I've only flown this one other time in manual mode right before I filmed this video. And the Neo 2 does do that little strange jerk or quirk, I guess we'd call it, when you give it a lot of yaw. As far as if you're going forward here and then you give it a lot of yaw, it'll sometimes have a reaction that is not too pleasant where you feel like the craft is going to fall out of the sky. But it's really cool where you're in manual mode, it's giving you nice good video quality, you can fly down around, and there's very little danger with this because you have propeller guards. So if you actually were to get into the trees, it's not going to hurt it or your wallet. Always remember, you can hit that pause button at any time and stop the craft dead in its tracks. So now it defaults back to normal mode here. Let's go ahead and we'll bring it in normal mode, and I'm going to flip the switch back here to normal mode. So it's up, and as you can see, we've got our landing pad right over here, and we've got a stick there. So let's just go ahead and come on in here. I'm going to go ahead and take my goggles off, and we're going to put the stick all the way down, and we're going to let it land. I tell you, if you've made it this far in the video, I really would appreciate it if you could hit that thumbs up button and maybe subscribe for more content like this. If you have a question, leave it for me. I'll definitely answer it. As you know, if you've been watching my videos, I answer all of the questions, and I want to help you all get more proficient in the hobby as well as filming and flying. Thanks again, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.